Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the HollyDudes podcast. My name is Tim,
I'm Steve.
and today we're going to talk to you about Jurassic World Rebirth. But first, we are going to dip into last week's box office.
Oh boy, box office mojo. All right, so Jurassic World Rebirth. They're predicting a $91.5 million opening, which
Flop.
under normal circumstances would be fine, like that'd be pretty cool. Like,
executives would be running around the halls naked.
In the age of ridiculous budgets and overinflated prospects for these, long-standing IPs.
Yeah.
Yikes.
This is a rough opening for it. The last one, which was dog shit,
made Dominion was so bad I couldn't get off my phone.
And I think that this weekend's box office is a result of that. People not wanting to leave disappointed again, and so
I think a lot of lackluster reviews didn't help.
Yeah,
like when you're in that mindset, like I was wholly in that camp because I watched Dominion.
Yeah.
Like Monday or Tuesday, watched, quote unquote, as in like I tried. I really tried, but I just kept going back to my phone playing Raid Shadow Legends because it was like, dude, I couldn't care about that movie. It was so bad.
They need to start doing is putting a small screen up on the right of Subway Surfers just to keep people's attention on the screen
why not?
and off their phones. But it was just a horrible movie. Not enough dinosaurs, too much weird shit going on. Let's see if we learned from it.
And we'll save that for the review. Which there hasn't been a just the tip, but it is coming. It is coming.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be extra special. It is filmed, but it's still in the editing processes. And once it comes out this week, it'll be something. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
In second place was F1 holding over for last weekend with $26 million.
Yeah.
Brings its total gross to just under 110 domestic.
Yeah, not bad. I think the actual race this weekend was more exciting than the F1 movie, but it's good to see that it's still got legs. I think that was like a 50% drop.
Yeah,
from it.
Yeah, just about.
Let's see.
It's sitting at. I mean, it's international is way more.
Okay.
So it's sitting at just under 294 million worldwide so far, which I think this thing had to. What was it about like 400 million
to break even?
Yeah. So
it'll hit that.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Any races coming up that might spark any interest for this thing, or
the British Grand Prix was this morning.
Okay.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
Excellent. Maybe that gets at least a few extra butts in seats this week.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Elio was number 4. Boo, fuck that movie. 5.7 million. 11. We skipped the third place.
Yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon. Another
11
not
million.
so great movie. $11 million. Domestic total 224. It's made its money. Elio 5.7 million brings its domestic gross to 55. So. Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah. Fuck that movie though. Like it just wasn't any good, man. It's annoying. Like, you know how many? What's interesting? Something about Elio's I noticed just as I'm, because I of course I watch other creators, right?
Right.
See what am I crazy?
Yeah.
And I watched a few Elio reviews over the past week or so just for shits and gigs. Why not?
Because you hate yourself.
They come in my feed and it's like, why not? I'll see what they have to say. And I've caught a few reviewers that I'm like, dude, you didn't watch the movie.
Oh, really?
Because they're like, oh, he's got one eye, he's missing an eye, and he's not. No, he has a lazy eye and he has a patch over it.
Yeah.
Like, so you didn't watch the movie, but all right, whatever you say, man. Like,
or they were just bored.
You get hundreds of thousands of views to my 10, so whatever, dude.
Hey, I race swapped a child. All right, that's me paying attention during a fucking Final Destination Bloodlines. So
well, that was confusing.
Maybe they got bloodlined.
Anyway. 28 years later, made 4.6, dropped 53%, $60 million total gross. Yeah. I had time the other day, and I kind of had time, but I was like out and about. I was like, well, I could kill a couple hours and go see that. And then I just thought about what everybody else said and was like, everybody
I know
said
it's
this
gonna
thing
piss
sucked.
me off. Yeah,
I'll just be aggravated. I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Never mind. You know, and I think that's what we're seeing here. Everybody else says, "Oh, but so and so saw it and they said it sucked." So, you know,
yeah.
Megan 2.0, 3.8 million brings it up to 18 million. That thing's another huge bomb. Huge bomb.
Yeah. The producers came out and said like, "Oh yeah, we fucked up with this one."
Yeah.
We went in a direction that we thought would work, and it obviously
And it worked fine enough for me. I was like entertained enough. You
didn't see the first one, so
Right.
maybe that's why.
Right. Your fan base was ruined by the sequel, so.
And I don't know why they would try to capitalize on the superhero audience when you got Fantastic Four coming up, Superman coming up next week. You know,
right? Superman is next week.
Next week.
Oh man,
we're in July.
We are. Yeah, dude.
We're in July.
Jeez. Yeah. 4th of July was just a couple of days ago. Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, it's probably that banger party I went to last night. You know, it's fogging me up still. But Lilo and Stitch number 7, 3.8 million. Mission Impossible number 8, 3.2. Materialist 1.3, and our number 10 didn't even break $1 million. Seven.
And that's
$725,000 for Ballerina.
Holiday weekend.
Yeah.
Where the top 10 combined are.
It's pretty rough. Pretty rough. Yeah, not a great holiday weekend for Hollywood box office, but I think it's going to come back next weekend. You know, you won't have fireworks and shit to go to. Like,
right.
You know,
I said that about this weekend though.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know.
Sometimes it'll hit, but I don't think the options were good enough this year. You know,
right?
Like if Superman was this weekend, we would have seen a much higher box office.
Would have killed.
Yeah. But it was Jurassic World Rebirth.
But it's smart of them not to release against the dinosaur movie when the last 5 have all crossed $1 billion. You know,
little do they know, this thing sucks. This thing's gonna make like $15 million next week. Like it's gonna plummet off a cliff.
No.
I don't think this has legs at all.
You think 15 million?
No, I mean I'm probably being dramatic. It's probably like 22, but like
because I'm saying some kid is gonna watch this. This is gonna be his first exposure to dinosaurs. That's all he's gonna talk about. Dinosaurs, quote unquote. Yeah,
maybe kind of.
Not even a spoiler, dude.
What a joke! What a joke of a movie. Oh, an honorable mention that horrible 40 Acres movie that I told you not to see because it's a tremendous waste of everyone's time. Didn't even make $500,000 in its opening weekend. So good stuff.
I went to reserve the ticket, and you were just like, "Don't see that movie. Don't see that movie. Don't see it." And that crossed my mind. I'm like, "Nah, cancel.
Yeah,
I'll take a nap."
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, it's a better use of anything is a better use of your time.
Yeah,
like, that was a bad movie. But not a very exciting week for box office stuffs. Next week, like we said, we get Superman, and there was something else coming out too. Sovereign.
Yeah, Sovereign looks fucking great.
Yep, Superman and Sovereign. There's like a whole bunch of stuff, but I think a lot of this is probably like streaming.
Those are a lot of those are going to be very limited releases. So.
Yeah. So
which Sovereign's a limited release, so I hope I could catch it.
We'll see.
The local theater. I mean, they do have a lot of smaller ones.
Surprise Monday showing thing. Maybe strong possibility.
I may be calling off work.
You know,
I'm feeling sick, guys.
I'm feeling sick already. I'll cough on you a couple of times. So maybe next week will be better.
Yeah.
But pretty unexciting moment for the box office. So how about we get into the rebirth of the Jurassic World franchise?
Let's do it.
Fuck, let's do it. Yeah, so Jurassic World Rebirth. What did you think, Tim?
I think it's the most pleasant birth sequence I've seen. No, I'm kidding. This movie's not a very good.
Dinosaur had a butt baby with Scarlett Johansson.
Oh boy, I would have enjoyed that more than I enjoyed this.
I'm waiting for that one to come out on the hub later.
This one, can you call it a dinosaur movie?
I don't know what it is. What was this?
It felt like a movie that was originally something very different, was recut and a few shots were added in to make it a dinosaur movie, and that's that. Nothing really happens. There's no character development for any of these people.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The risk of death feels just totally insignificant. No one ever feels like they're actually in danger.
And you knew like who was gonna die with one exception, like right away.
Yeah.
Like there was only one death in this thing where I was
and
like,
it's in
wait,
the
really?
first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know who's gonna bite it.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, there were characters that did not bite it that I was like, are you kidding me, really?
Dude, right? And they had opportunities.
Yeah.
That's the thing about this movie. It feels like a missed opportunity in so many different ways.
I mean, obviously it was. These movies are supposed to make $1 billion.
Supposed to.
And this isn't going to come close. This is going to half after its worldwide run.
If that.
You know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it does well enough overseas to scratch, half 6.
Oh, I would.
But yikes! It's just not a good showing. Oh, we're having the discussion of we both thought that Dr. Henry Loomis, the male scientist love interesty character, was
Theo James.
Theo James, yes, and no, apparently it's a Jonathan Bailey. And
what the hell is a Jonathan Bailey?
Apparently he's in some girl stuff like Bridgerton and some other shit. Yeah.
Well, that
nothing
means,
we would have seen.
That means all the women are going to come out and see this, and it's going to make $2 billion.
But Tim, like we saw with Materialist just a couple of weeks ago, girls don't go to the movies.
They don't.
So yeah, that sucks. Yep. Yeah, it's funny because the only time I ever and I go see I see rom-coms and shit.
Yeah.
It's it's mostly dudes, It's like dudes are if there's a girl, it's because she is with her boyfriend or with her kids, And it's that's it. Girls don't go to movies.
Girls will go to horror movies though.
Yeah, but then I still go to movies and it's just it's 4 dudes.
True.
What was that stupid when I saw Megan 2.0? Here's 3 dudes all about the same age, just sitting in the back,
Yeah.
That's who goes and sees the movies. It's men between the ages of 23 and 35.
Yep.
And then older men too once they retire. But yeah. So obviously they didn't score any points there. Scarlett Johansson, hilarious, right? So this was her serious role, right?
Yeah. Because she gave up doing big budget blockbusters.
She doesn't want to play the hot girl anymore.
Yeah.
Which, to her is demeaning or whatever. Even though she was more than happy to accept those multi-million-dollar paychecks when that money was coming in.
Yeah.
And just so happens that now she's turning 40 and has decided that she wants to,
there's a problem in Hollywood.
Roles. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a problem because my phone isn't ringing as often. Damn it. Yeah. Yeah, that seems to be how it goes. Mahershala Ali is in this. He's in this.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, there's literally
he doesn't do
2
anything,
sequences. I can remember him speaking, doing anything.
Yeah,
he just
his introduction, and then at the end.
Yeah, at the end, and the whole my kid died.
Yeah,
it's 3 times I remember you speaking. You didn't even do nothing.
Yeah, he made an appearance. Hope he got paid for it. There wasn't shit to do. Like I said, no character development for any character. No. Well, there's one.
One character has an arc.
Daughter's shithead boyfriend.
Fuck that kid, dude. I wanted that kid to get eaten immediately.
Yeah. And I thought that's what they were setting up. And they didn't do that. They were afraid to kill characters.
Yeah,
they really felt afraid to kill characters. And you can't have that on Dinosaur Island.
Yeah.
You need people to die on Dinosaur Island. All right? I want violent deaths.
Right.
I want kids to be traumatized by watching this fucking movie.
Watching this movie felt like it was very much like a Cloverfield paradox, 10 Cloverfield Lane sort of situation where this is a different movie that you made this franchise. I can envision a world where this was a different movie about that family stranded on this island doing some stuff with some mutant dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah.
And somebody said, hey, well, we want to make this a Jurassic movie. Let's reshoot some of it. Put Mahershala Ali and
Scarlett Johansson
and a crew of random people in this, and we'll have them run a kind of a parallel plot to these characters. Puts
they'll all
reshoots
end
where
up
they're
there.
all there,
Don't worry. Yeah.
you know. And because these were completely separate stories, like they just like
they didn't follow each other at all. No, it's not like, oh shit, we got mixed up. Now this mercenary is with this family, and this child is with all the mercenaries, and
right. That would have made sense. Like
it would have, because then they have a reason to be like, no, we need to regroup and swap. Yeah. Instead, they regroup for literally no reason at all. Yeah. There is no reason for these people to want to regroup.
Yeah, so I want to get into spoilers because there's so many things that I want to say about this that are
it's hard not to spoil this movie,
right?
Because
so many things happen, but they're bad.
Yeah.
So non-spoiler, I did not enjoy this. I thought this was like the second worst in the 7 movies.
Yeah, we need another meteor to come and wipe this movie off the earth.
I mean, this was better than Dominion, but not by much.
It's setting the bar so low you could
just it's setting it on the floor. You know? Yeah. It's so it was better than Dominion, but it's not even on the same playing field as the other movies. And
no.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah. It's bad.
Very bad.
It's not it's bad because of the fact that they made it a Jurassic World movie. Exactly. If this was its own thing, I'd think differently about it because it's a different world.
Still wouldn't be good.
Right? Still wouldn't be good.
Still would not be good.
But I wouldn't be
I'd still call it bad.
There's like, okay. So we're gonna get into spoilers here. Yeah. So 3, 2, 1, spoilers. All right.
Everyone dies.
Everybody dies. No, I wish everyone died. No. So okay. One thing that just really bothered me with this movie is the little dinosaur, right?
The little Triceratops?
Whatever the hell it's supposed to be.
Dolores.
Yeah. So the whole exposition dump of this movie, that's like 20 minutes long, is that the dinosaurs, they made it to, where we are, right? But now they're dying because they can't handle our climate, so they can only exist within this little narrow belt in the equator, right?
It's where the oxygen is more rich.
Everybody, like all the survivors are leaving, right? So the family, ScarJo, Mahershala Ali, and Dr. Guy,
Not Theo James.
Not Theo James. And she's gonna like take this dinosaur like back with them wherever, like, and just like let it die. Like, is that?
I guess. Also, are there
is this a fucking goldfish at the carnival? Like, what?
You're not bringing that thing in through a port anywhere,
right?
You're not housing it in your fucking suburban backyard, especially because
what are you gonna do with it now?
Split custody. I thought the mom had died.
No.
And then at the end, it's like, oh, mom's definitely not going to let you spend a week with us anymore. It's like, oh, so you're going to bring this fucking Triceratops?
Right, so dad can, like, take care of this Triceratops?
Which no one has any fucking knowledge on?
Yeah. Like, is it going to the doctor? Like, is it... Yeah. I don't... That was retarded, So then you get... so there's that. Ed Skrein's in this for 5 minutes and then...
Dude, he was fucking good in it too. I was like, all right,
the character I was most looking forward.
He's the only one who was being reasonable on that fucking boat.
I thought he was going to be like Pete Postlethwaite in Lost World.
Yes.
I thought that was the kind of arc we were going to get with him. Awesome.
Morally gray.
Yes. Like, I was excited for that, because we obviously weren't getting it from Scarlett Johansson, because what is this character?
She has no motivation other than money, and then as soon as it's like, oh, but we can help the world, she's like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe.
And I'm sitting here and I'm like trying to work the logistics of that too. Like, okay, so you wanted all this money, and you think it's going to be this huge payout, so you hire an exfil team. You buy all this equipment, right? So you've probably invested millions of dollars into this thing.
Just the trip is
right. So what is this the old guard where you've been doing this for like 10,000 years, so you have vast amounts of wealth that you're a fucking contract killer? Like, what do you?
Yeah,
you're just blowing that money, just like, what, fuck it, like, I destroyed this, $2 million ship. and all its equipment, all this equipment that we lost in the ocean, and you know, all this lives that I'm gonna have to sort out, right? Probably pay people, and just fuck it, we'll throw it away. Like, oh, okay, because you probably have what $200 million in a bank somewhere.
Apparently not, because the whole setup was that she's desperate for money.
Right. So now what are you gonna do?
Right.
Like,
right.
You're gonna go to prison?
Well, and also they're like, no, this information needs to go public. This needs to go to the world. It's like, okay, but the world can't fucking sequence that. what do you mean you're gonna give the DNA?
We're gonna
to the
open source
to the people,
biotech DNA stuff to.
Not how that works.
That's how they think it works,
dude. Fuck it.
Because there's geniuses all over the world that are just gonna figure it out.
Stupid.
It's a bad premise. Stupid premise. Like, what's the Scarlett Johansson thing? Like, I still just don't like what you had a setup there.
Yeah.
That we were gonna do, like, okay, she's a mercenary, she's like cold-blooded killer sort of thing. Like, okay, cool, great, and then immediately throw that out of the window. They just throw that out the window, and no gun, like no gun,
no weapons.
You guys are like supposed to be mercenaries, like Blackwater mercenary type folks, and none of you brought a gun.
Nope.
The only weapon is that fucking
that
Glock
friend.
Yeah. Like, and it's like, dude, like what? Which wouldn't even work anyway because it's been there how long? 17 years
at least.
Yeah, so it wouldn't even work.
Yeah.
Dude, like I was so lost. I was lost in the sauce on this one.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that gun too, because Rupert Friend shows back up at like the climax, holding the little girl at gunpoint. When
Rupert
he's
Friend
already got
like,
the
he's
fucking
like the
briefcase.
bad guy. He's like a pharmacy.
He's already got
guy
the briefcase.
Who wants this DNA?
Dude, just run off the fucking island. Why are you still there?
Why would you bother with these people? Like what?
Right.
Like leave them.
Right.
You're not even gonna. You guys. They don't even know how to write a bad guy in this thing.
They didn't.
And what happens to the okay? So they have the giant like beluga whale T-Rex looking thing. The giant the thing that's in all the fucking promos and is in
the Rancor.
90 seconds of this movie.
Like, which is a threat for about 45 of those 90 seconds, and then the rest of the time it's just an animal.
And then it just
follow the light.
Goes away.
Mahershala Ali sacrificed himself. They finally gave him something to do off screen.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's fine.
But how do you get away? Like, because that thing's alive.
Why would
like,
you not just throw?
They didn't kill it. Like, it just like. So is it not chasing them? It just like disappeared, or like
maybe he wised up and realized that I could just throw the flare and it'll follow the flare, and then I could sneak out of here.
Dude,
like what everyone was fucking yelling at him to do in my theater. Like, bro, throw the fucking flare.
Throw the flare.
Throw
Get
the flare.
Fuck out, dude. Like, just an idiot, man.
Yeah.
Like, but whatever this, like, how was this thing supposed to be so threatening? Like, that's what I didn't understand too. Like, what
because
is it? Is it like the Indo-Rex, or is it like,
Cloverfield monster? I don't know. Gareth Edwards, you need to explain yourself.
Yeah, and so another thing that supports my claim of this movie being an entirely different movie that was reshot to be a blockbuster Jurassic World movie is the fact that there's no velociraptors in this entire movie.
No.
Not a single velociraptor is in this movie. And there is one sequence of a T-Rex.
Which
why is it on this island?
Yeah.
That is supposed to all be like these like misfit mutant dinosaurs.
Hybrid. Yeah.
I don't know. Nobody knows. The Titanosaurs, like, what's wrong with them? Why aren't they like,
They got long tails. You didn't see their long tails?
I've seen. I have books with pictures of them.
Yeah.
But, I don't understand.
The velociraptor-like creatures with the gluttonous throats. Yeah. That's your raptor
That was your
sequence.
raptor, which I didn't even understand what the fuck those were, like, when it was happening. Like, it was so spaced out of this movie that it was like, oh, there's flying raptor things now? Yeah. Great. Who gives a fuck? They're not threatening. Because they didn't kill they didn't get anything done.
There's no stakes to any of the action. No. Everyone's going to live, except for the people who are obviously set up to be killed.
Right. Oh, like the poor fucker who,
The French
saves
dude?
their lives,
Yeah.
dude. Throws the hammer, like distracts the bird. Pull me up. You pull him up and he's getting like horribly eaten by this fucking creature. Like, dude, this movie shit on these poor little extras too.
Yeah. And
like,
Ed Skrein.
Ed Skrein. Killed after like 2 minutes of screen time. This was the character that you had the most potential for people to latch onto.
Yeah.
And killed him off. Gone. Disappeared. Like, I mean, granted, that was a pretty good death, but could have picked a different character.
Right.
You know,
any other character?
Kill the Frenchman.
Any of them?
You know, have fucking what's his face go out like that. Have Ed Skrein go out, you know, with more of like a sacrifice moment sort of thing. You know, because then he would have an arc too.
Right.
Introduce him as this huge dickhead, and then he has like you know, a heroic moment saving the girl or saving these people, getting them off the island. Whatever.
It would have at least built some tension, because then you're like, oh, dude, he's obviously gonna betray them. Like,
you know,
he's obviously
we
gonna
knew
fucking
that from the
betray
beginning
him.
with the pharmacy guy. Like, he's a piece of shit.
Right.
Like, you know.
You know that from his introduction, that he's a piece of shit, because he's yelling, oh, why don't they just fucking kill the thing already?
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
But apparently you need the DNA of just those 3 dinosaurs.
Because,
you can't get it from
dinosaurs don't get heart disease. Well, because they don't eat shit. They don't eat shit and watch Netflix. Like, duh. You know?
Yeah.
Like, they fucking work out.
He's like, these are the only things that can live over a century. It's like, dude, there's fucking Greenland shark, the tortoise, like any fucking tortoise.
Blue whales.
Yeah. Dude, you don't need to go to Dinosaur Island to get this shit.
Right. I didn't understand any of this.
Yeah.
So maybe it was... I'm too stupid for this movie. I don't know. Maybe this was like way above everyone's head.
We got filtered.
This is like an art piece.
We got filtered.
Yeah, it just... At no point was I excited to go see another one of these movies.
Not after the last one, but shit. Why?
Yeah.
Why? That's what, every time they made a decision, I'm like, you fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
I wonder if what I suspect is true.
Yeah.
And that this was an entirely different movie that got blended together. I think that there was probably a better movie left on that cutting room floor. Because it probably had more of that critter. It had more, you know, of mutiny stuff probably, you know, and more of the family dynamic, you know, being explored.
Right.
All that's gone. Like, this was nothing. No one got built. There was no real arc. Like, the only opportunity for a real moment was completely wasted. Like, it just...
Oh, fuck.
Hey, there we go. Cool, we're back on. We had a little blip there. Internet cut out. But
more tension than Jurassic World Rebirth.
More tension than Jurassic World Rebirth.
The internet's slowly cutting out.
Oh my god.
Geez.
Yeah, that was way worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, bad movie.
Yeah.
Try again with the next one.
No bueno.
You think Jurassic World Afterbirth is gonna make
$1 billion? I thought about that before seeing the movie. I'm like, they're gonna name the sequel Jurassic World Afterbirth.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Placenta monsters going through the city. Run.
You know, and they'll focus it back around cloning with some kind of...
No, they'll have fucking children involved again.
Of course.
Quit bringing kids to Dinosaur
Kids don't
Island.
have to be in every fucking movie.
Right.
Like, every movie
right.
has a kid in it now.
Yep.
And it's like, stop. Whoever you're listening to, just stop. We don't need a kid in every movie.
Right.
A kid in a flashback of a main character maybe is a child.
Fine.
It's like, okay,
Fine.
Sure, you know, for growth, whatever, you know, sort of thing. But like not every movie has to be like save the child or like the child is special. Like, no.
Shit's played out.
Know.
Shit's played out.
Right. Trust me, your male audience who's actually buying fucking tickets doesn't want to see that.
Look at the biggest and best part of Final Destination was the kid getting crushed by a piano. If you had that little girl get fucking eaten by a T-Rex, that's what people would be talking about. People would be like, they killed the fucking annoying little girl.
They killed a kid in this movie. Hell
cool.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Or like, I've seen other people mention this, like the idea of like, well, what if even if they killed the older daughter?
right?
And then had an opportunity
because then
build
there's
a
no one
story,
defending the
shithead boyfriend
Xavier.
Either.
Yeah, there's no one defending Xavier, and he's just got to prove himself on his own.
Yep.
Against his well, not father-in-law, but fucking girlfriend's dad.
Yeah.
His dead girlfriend's dad. You know, there are dynamics which they could have played with here, and they just didn't. No one fucking evolved as a character except for that Xavier kid.
Yeah.
Who went from just classic shithead to I guess he outran that dinosaur.
Yeah, I guess so. He tried to save the little girl. Good for him. Yeah, I don't want to see any more of these. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good for a while. Decade. Give me 10 years. No Jurassic World. Try again.
We got 3 years, and this is what they gave us.
Yeah,
3 fucking years.
I think 10. 10 would be straight.
Yeah.
Give me 10. Let's cool it. Let's come back. Once we've already cloned dinosaurs and they're running theme parks.
I mean, so there's a company based out of Texas called Colossal that's been working at...
did the dire wolves.
Yeah, dire wolves, woolly mammoth
is
on there. So, yeah.
We've got some rain starting.
Perfect.
The sun is still shining.
Awesome.
Excellent. Yeah, dude. No more Jurassic World. Want to move into some previews that we saw, what we've been watching, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's do it. All right. So there was a few previews that we saw this week. Let's get the dog turd out of the way. Project Hail Mary.
Yeah. You know what? I was on board with the first 3/4 of this trailer, and then it just went too far. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why? What? Yeah. What is going on?
This trailer spoils like the entire movie.
Yeah. I didn't read the book, but I read the comments afterwards just to be like, is anyone else fucking seeing this shit? Why did they do that? And everyone's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude, whoever the marketing team is behind this, you fucked up.
Right.
You fucked up.
You spoiled your entire movie in a 3-minute trailer. Yeah. Congratulations. Way to go. Ryan Gosling doing some space stuff, doing an Interstellar. Looks pretty mid. I'm glad to see that Gosling is like doing stuff again because I was always a fan of his.
Right.
But yeah, this sucks. This is his like what is that stupid
Ad Astra?
This is his Ad Astra.
Yeah.
This is his bad space movie.
Everyone in the middle of their careers or at the end of their careers, the Twilight
gets a bad space movie. They have to
do a bad space movie. Yeah.
It's the Space Cowboys with is it Space Cowboys? It's the one with like Tommy Lee Jones and Clint Eastwood and all them. They like space from the 90s.
He was also in Ad Astra though.
He was also in Ad Astra. He was very bad in Ad Astra.
Yeah. The only like good one was Life with Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds.
Life is solid.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And Interstellar's got moments too.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
It kind of loses me at the goofy Tesseract thing, but we also saw Begonia.
Yes.
Yorgos Lanthimos, Jesse Plemons, and Poor Things girl. Emma Stone. Yes. Yeah, that looks good. I'm excited for that.
Anything Jesse Plemons is in, sign me up. Yeah.
I'm usually a Yorgos Lanthimos fan. I didn't enjoy
Poor Things.
I haven't seen Poor Things yet.
Neither have I.
I didn't like what was the thing he did last year? Sacred Deer. No, I love Killing a Sacred Deer, and I love Lobster.
Yeah.
No, it's that one that he did last year with Willem Dafoe, Jesse Plemons, Emma Stone.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yorgos
Lanthimos had a movie.
Was very good. Yeah, he did. Let me pull it up for you. I just saw this on streaming, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember that piece of shit." That is Kinds of Kindness.
I haven't seen it.
Kinds of Kindness. It was not very good. It's not very good. I tried to like it. I really tried. I was not a fan. But Begonia looks fun. Looks like kind of a Funny Games ish kind of sort of thing.
Yeah.
With Jesse Plemons doing some crazy kidnapper killers.
Conspiracy theorists.
Yeah. We're in a year of conspiracy theorists movies. We have Sovereign. We've got Eddington. We've got
kind of easy to write about now that like anything is believable.
Right?
The internet just amplifies all this shit to the point where
news doesn't really exist. It's all fake. Yeah. It's all AI generated. Yeah. So I mean, Yeah, there is that, but
Yeah.
but no, I mean this one looks fun. Looks cool. Something
Yeah.
I'm excited for.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
down.
the other thing was the Running Man. Running
Yes.
Man
Yeah.
with
It's the
Glenn
other big
Powell
one.
and who's the other guy?
Josh Brolin's in
Yeah,
it.
Josh Brolin. Yeah,
Michael Cera's in it. William H. Macy.
This just felt like kind of a silly Novocaine-esque sort of thing to me, and I'm not,
Yeah.
you know.
I don't know how to feel about this one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Looks off. Something
Yes.
about it, but I don't know what it is yet.
I'm watching this, and I've been having this thought lately that like we're in this era where what used to be called like a streaming quality, like a
Yeah.
Netflix quality movie, and a movie that's released in theaters are nearly indistinguishable most
Yeah.
of the time. Like most of the things that I see trailers for that are coming out in theaters, or a lot of the things that we see in trailers, it's like, dude, this should have been on streaming.
That's
That's
exactly it. It needed a Netflix logo at the start.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It needs a Netflix logo at the beginning, and then
Yeah.
I would be like, okay, sure. Like I get it. You know,
Right.
this is like a background movie sort of thing. This might be
Right.
fun. Okay. Oh no, you want me to spend $20 to go to the movies and see it? Oh, probably
Yeah.
not, dude. I think
Not
I'll just wait till it's on streaming. You know. But no, I mean, of course, I'm going to see it because I'll have to review it. But you know, yeah, it's a sad state of affairs because it makes it hard to distinguish if you are are you know, not somebody who goes to just every fucking movie like
Right.
we do, you know,
Right.
and you're like, man, what's that, you know, a couple times a year I'm gonna go see something and you want it to be good, like woo.
Yeah. It hasn't been the year for that.
No. No. This
Yeah.
reminds me a lot of 2023, where my movie of the year ended up being The Killer with Michael
Fassbender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the year was so poor that it was like, well, I don't really have anything else to
2023.
You know, that is more up my alley.
Oppenheimer, was that 2023 or was that 22?
I think that was 22, or maybe The Killer was 22 and Oppenheimer was 23.
But either way, it was like post-pandemic is now just
it was like 22 that The Killer came out. I don't know, but like I just remember that being like when I was like going through my movie of the year list, and the year that it was The Killer, just being like, because while I really enjoyed this, there wasn't really much to put up against it,
right?
You know,
yeah. So, like my top movies of the year so far are probably Bring Her Back, and
last year was nothing for me. Like,
yeah.
I can't remember what I really saw in the theater that was any good, because I was looking forward to Nosferatu so much as like hopefully being the redeeming movie of the year for me, and then hating it and being like,
and then having a week left just being like, man, fuck.
Yeah, fuck, dude. Like it sucks. It's very disappointing. Hopefully, like I'm real interested to see Superman next week.
Yeah. I'm looking forward more to Sovereign than Superman.
Well, yeah. Like I think I will enjoy Sovereign more than Superman? Probably.
Yeah.
Just because I like that sort of thing more. But like I really wish DC could nail something.
Right.
You know, like another like Man of Steel. Yeah. Like give us something.
Well, the Batman was great.
Yeah, but they're not building a franchise around it.
Right.
You know, like they're like if they were going to pump those movies out with some kind of regularity and, you know, keep building that world, cool, but they're not, you know, like it's still
we waited like 2.5 years for a Penguin movie to come out, and
we got the TV show, you know,
which the Penguin was great.
Yeah, Penguin was great.
I like that show.
All the things that were revolving around this Matt Reeves Batman universe, great, you know, but they're just taking their time with it so much that like, when are we going to get Batman 2 with Robert Pattinson? Maybe ever?
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, don't have a hard date. Not really sure what's going on with that.
It's all up in the air.
Yeah.
Depending on the week that you interview Gunn.
Right.
James Gunn.
Right. He's full of shit all the time anyway, you know.
He called Jared Leto a pedophile. I think he's right about that.
Oh, he's probably right about that. Yeah, he's probably a pedophile. Yeah. You should have just stayed in the rock scene, dude. Like, you were safer in 30 Seconds to Mars. And now everyone hates you.
Yeah.
Like,
Creepy guy.
He just wants love.
There's a limit to where you and how and when it's acceptable.
He's a bad guy. I'm not defending him. Yeah, Jared Leto sucks.
Still gonna see Tron Ares though. So
it's definitely gonna see Tron Ares. Hell yeah. Throw popcorn at fucking Jared Leto when he comes on.
Whenever he's on.
Boo that man. But this movie rocks. Yeah, excited for that. When's that come out? Relatively
October.
Soon? October?
I think it's October.
That's a long way. Well, it's not in August.
No, I think it's October.
Let's see here. This is
Tron Ares. Right there. October 10th.
Ooh, yeah, hell yeah.
We got a way to go.
We do have a way to go. Oh, Smashing Machine on the 3rd, though. Yeah.
That looks great.
October's looking good. October's looking fun.
Yep.
Anything else good? Anything coming later in the month?
Springsteen.
Mortal Kombat 2.
Begonia.
The Raze arc for the Chainsaw Man movie, which that for me, I'm pretty stoked. This thing with feathers, I've been hearing a lot about, and so I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more.
Haven't heard about
it. Yeah. Grief is the thing with feathers. Yeah, it's based off a book.
Okay. Also, Avatar starting at the start of the month, October 3rd. Avatar: The Way of Water.
It's a re-release.
The Way of Water.
Yeah, The Way of Water. That came out like 2 years ago.
You're right. That's Avatar 2.
Yeah.
I was like, we get another Avatar. That's weird.
No, we are apparently getting a Michael Jackson biography drama history thing with Miles Teller.
Yeah.
So
Miles Teller playing Michael Jackson.
Okay, I gotta look at it.
I hope I would pay to see that.
I hope not. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna look into the Michael Jackson movie while we're here on the podcast because we need to fill in some time. We only saw one movie this week.
Yeah, there's
and it wasn't
not
very
much
good.
to talk about with that.
So movie. You guys are here with us for that Michael Jackson movie. That would probably help. Let's see, upcoming starring
Jafar Jackson.
Oh, okay,
his nephew.
So it's starring his nephew. Apparently.
I was hoping Miles Teller would be playing Michael Jackson.
Yeah, right. Yeah, huh. I don't know why it says Miles Teller on fucking Box Office Mojo.
Maybe he's producing?
Who knows? He's probably doing something. He's probably diddling the kids.
He's playing Joe Jackson.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. So there was that. But movies coming out are hopefully more exciting than the shit that we've been, had to see the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Any other previews? Anything?
I watched a trailer for Architecten.
Yeah.
It's a German documentary made by a Russian documentarian. Looks like it follows the life of a rock from a quarry to being used in building materials to being destroyed in war. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Looks interesting. I mean, visually it looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what got me on board. But
the life of a rock, huh?
Yeah. I think it'll probably get a very limited very, very limited release. Dwayne Johnson is not going to be in it. But,
no. Yeah. He should. That was a prime opportunity. That's a cameo wasted if you don't get the rock in
He could have been the narrator.
He's the one who fucking breaks the rock at the very end.
Yeah.
And it looks up at him. And it's the rock. Yeah.
Teasing his return as Black Adam.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Eyes start to glow and spark and shit. Like, oh, dude, that would be priceless.
Yeah.
Priceless. Yeah, no, I didn't see any other trailers. It's just the roses and
fuck the roses. Fuck the roses. I am tired of that fucking trailer. Sometimes he's just cocking me and I can't tell. Fuck it.
Yeah, well, if you've seen what's that movie where she's the lesbian queen? It also has Emma Stone in it.
The Lesbian Queen.
The Lesbian Queen.
No.
There's that movie where it's like the two like handmaidens and they're battling it out to see who gets to munch her muff.
Oh fuck. That's
yeah.
It's a recent one too.
Yeah.
Olivia Colman was in what's it called? Counterpart, one of my favorite shows of all time.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Probably the worst part of Counterpart, but
Oh no,
second worst part. There's
The Favorite.
the favorite.
2018, The Favorite. Yeah, what a wild fucking experience that was. I watched that the first time. It's like, oh boy, yeah, that's not where I thought this was going at all. Yeah. I don't really have anything else on movies. No.
No,
I really I watched some movie this week and I can't even remember what the hell it was. It obviously wasn't good enough to stand out in my mind. I was still working on Teen Wolf. I'm in season 3, past the first arc, into the second arc. Oh yeah, so you probably won't get this because I don't think you've seen season 3 of Teen Wolf.
I haven't seen any past the first episode.
Exactly.
I was like, that was fucking horrible.
Well, so we spend 12 episodes in this first arc focused around like kind of like some druidic magic and the idea of a nematon. And it's like this essentially like a magical tree that's like a confluence of like it's like kind of like magic
it's
currents.
The Black Panther tree.
Sort of shit. Yeah, you know. And this thing is mentioned like 10, 12 times an episode, every episode, right? And I've been watching this 12-episode arc with my wife. And I made a joke about a nematon to her in the car yesterday. And she's like, what's that? I'm like, I'm glad I just spent 12 hours watching this show with you for you to not know what the fuck the main like plot point is. But okay, right on. Yeah. So that was something. But dude, so I want to. I know you don't game as much as I do, but I got to get on my fucking pedestal and bitch about the gaming world a little bit right now.
All right, what happened? Who should I be mad at?
Well, first off, yeah, right. Everybody. You should, first off, let's start with Blizzard Entertainment. So they
fuck you, Blizzard.
Fuck you, Blizzard. Yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, fuck you, Blizzard. So I played the shit out of Diablo 4. I love Diablo. Huge fan of the franchise. It's one of the first like computer games that I ever played. As a little kid, I like one time we were at a party and like the person whose house it was, like they had all these computers. And, this was still like the 90s, and they had fucking Diablo like open on one of them on the menu screen. And I was like, 6-year-old me is like, new game, hell yeah, you know. And so like I was like playing Diablo for a few hours before anybody found me, and they were like, okay. You know, it was like, you didn't save over my game. No, okay, great. Well, have fun. Keep going. You know? Right? And so you know, I love that game ever since, right? And so I kind of stopped. Like, and I pre-ordered Diablo 4. I've been playing since day one. I didn't get into like the beta test, but I'm too technologically illiterate to get into any of that anyway. But,
we're still working on Microsoft Clipchamp. Right?
Exactly. Right. So. You know, but I've played this game since day one. You know, I've put hundreds of hours into Diablo 4. And so they do like a seasonal battle pass sort of shit, right? You know, well, everybody's been mad about this game since day one, right? Like, and I get it, right? Like, I like the game. I still enjoy playing it, but like in kind of short doses anymore because every season has just been just the same shit. Like,
regurgitating
what color Helltide are we doing this fucking season?
Okay.
You know, right? Like, it's all the same thing. It's go over here, kill these monsters. You know, the more monsters you get killed, the more points you get. And this season it's purple, and this season it's blue, and this season it's green, and this season you're in the desert, and this season you're in the forest. Like, it's not, you know, it's never any difference, right?
Yeah.
So that got repetitive. So like I slowed down with season 8 and I like barely touched it. And when I did touch it, I came to find out what everybody else had found out when they were playing season 8. They'd like completely reworked the way that their like reward systems had worked too. Yeah. Not for the better, right? Like just like
taking away,
trying to extort money out of you, sort of thing. You know, me, I don't pay money for Diablo because I win enough when I play that I kind of accumulate the like currency. Right.
Yeah.
That my battle passes pay for themselves. I haven't put money into this thing in a while. But you know, for people who like wanted to like, if you know, $20 to like unlock what was originally like free to you, you know,
is the game free to start?
No, it's $70 game. Yeah. No, $70 game. Yeah, like it's not fucking. It's not a free game.
Oh man.
No, it was $70 when it came out, and then I spent another
Fuck.
$50 on the expansion when the expansion came out.
It's insane.
So plus some in-game currency. So I mean, I've probably spent almost $300 on this fucking game. You know, and I'm like, and I'm light. Like again, I don't pay money. Like I bought an initial like silver pack.
Yeah.
Bought the game, bought the expansion. You know, in a hard case, I have the like day one collector's edition, right? But like, yeah, because I'm a huge Diablo fan. I have a painting. It's not hanging up yet, but I actually have like a painting of Inarius from Diablo 4 somewhere around here. But anyway, long story short, where I'm getting at this is like, here's fucking Blizzard, like essentially reworking this stuff to try to extort money because people aren't playing your game because they don't like it. But instead of making the game better to bring people in, you just raise the cost of playing the game, you know? And this isn't the first time I've seen this because I play Raid Shadow Legends, and that's what Raid does, right? It's why their player base is dramatically shrinking. I don't really care because I have self-control not to spend every, dollar I own on Raid Shadow Legends, right? Like I'm not entirely free to play. I spend money here or there, but it's not like sucking my fucking life away.
Right.
There's
no sunk cost fallacy. You could walk away.
You can walk away. It'd be fine. Yeah. I'm not going to because I fucking love this game. It's just like Diablo. I like the collecting and the math and all that sort of shit, But but Plarium does the same fucking thing all day, every day, and you see their player base just absolutely falling off a goddamn cliff, right? Yeah. And instead of improving the game for your base, you just make things cost more money, right? Which doesn't fucking work, you know? And now Blizzard is doing the same exact thing, where instead of improving the product that you're presenting to bring new players in or bring existing players back to the game, you just made it more expensive, Like, I'm playing Season 9, and I'm going to complete the Battle Pass for Season 9 because I want the gear that's in this Battle Pass, right? Season 8, I barely touched it because I didn't give a fuck about the rewards, So, and if people don't care about these stupid cosmetic rewards that you're not getting anything that makes your build more powerful. It's all cosmetics. Yeah. So, if people don't care about that, they don't like the product that you're offering, how is making it cost twice as much going to make new people want to play your game? Like, does that logic follow? Am I insane?
I don't think they're intent on getting new players. I think they just want to extort the remaining players.
But then you're going to have less and less remaining players, and eventually you'll be serving a dead game.
Yeah.
That'll have 1,000 players on a good day. Yeah. And then it'll be it. And then it'll be, well, we're waiting for Diablo 5 because it takes you people 10 years to release a fucking game. Yeah. So, I just had to get on my soapbox bitch about that one a little bit because it's ignorant.
It's their cash cow, man.
I mean, Call of Duty extorts money out of you too. Yeah. Like, they extort money out too, but like, which is why I don't play Call of Duty as religiously as I used to play either, because it's not fun when you're like shooting at Nicki Minaj and everybody's fucking doing stupid Fortnite shit. Like, if I want to play Fortnite, I play fucking Fortnite, Oh,
lost internet again,
trying to connect. Oh, and we're back. We're back. Kinda, maybe. Oh, it's coming in and out. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. See if it works. But yeah, dude, I don't know. State of video games is fucking rough. Yeah. I'm really starting to like lean more into maybe switching from console gaming. Like, I think what I'm gonna do kind of is like once that generation is phasing out, like I don't know that I'm gonna buy another console. Like, I'm probably PS5 is probably my last one, and then
do PC gaming.
Gonna be PC. Yeah. Because like I have a gaming PC now. And there's just a lot more things I can do on here. Like, you can play a lot more indie games that, don't cost fucking $135 just to get in.
Right.
Just to get in the door. I think it's still $90 right now if you want to buy like base game plus expansion. But then if you want like base game plus expansion plus battle pass, it's like 110.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Welcome to fucking Diablo. Yeah.
Rough.
Yep. State of Diablo in 2025 is not great. It's not great. They were going to get a movie, but the State of Diablo is bad, and so no movie. Yeah. Which I think a Diablo movie would fucking slay. Like, I probably wouldn't do incredible box office, but you could make such a cool movie.
Didn't they do a Doom movie back in the day?
They did. It was terrible.
Yeah.
That's completely different, though.
Video game movies are normally fucking terrible.
Normally bad.
Yeah.
Normally bad. But this is like... Yeah, Diablo is completely different. Diablo is like Doom is a first-person shooter with like massive hordes of zombies. Diablo is like a top-down RPG with like a lot of like almost like crafting mechanics.
Okay.
Like it's a lot of math. It's a lot of like multiplicatives and all that sort of shit. But it'd be a lot of, there's so much lore like that. I mean, you could create a whole, I mean, like a Lord of the Rings-esque world, you know, that could be darker and focus around these demons, these horrible things, you know, and like could be great, but they need to get some players playing to get people interested, and that's not fucking happening. So I don't know. Maybe you make the game cooler. Maybe you release a new class. You know, everyone has wanted a paladin for the past several years, and we didn't get a paladin. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe we should work on that. Blizzard, figure your shit out. And Plarium, fucking, I don't know, man. You're doing fine, but sponsor my podcast. It's fine. Or send me, 10,000 gems for the shout out. I don't know, man. Like either or would be cool. But yeah, that's my rant on the state of video games. Had to kill some time, had to bitch a little bit.
I play Marvel Rivals.
How's that going?
Fun.
Yeah.
When I'm hanging out with friends, but that's it. I just play with coworkers, and that's
play like on the phone or the computer.
No, Xbox.
Oh, Xbox.
It's free to download, so
nice.
I don't plan on spending any money outside of the Battle Pass that came out.
I have
like
some kind of Xbox that I'm not sure what it is in my room that maybe I'll have you look at if you know about Xbox. I don't know. I only ever had a 360, and it's not a 360, so I don't know what the fuck it is.
How old is it?
I don't think it's very old. I think it's probably a 1.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have you look at it. I don't know. I don't know anything about Xboxes. Like,
I didn't play any Xbox One. I started with the NES, the Intellivision, Sega Genesis, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360.
Jeez.
Skipped that whole generation, and now I got an Xbox. But I literally only played Marvel Rivals on it. I downloaded The Sims 4 because I saw that was free as well. It was like, I'm going to build a house. Like, I'm going to build a nice Tudor-style house. I tried building a room. I couldn't see any fucking walls, dude.
Oh, no.
For 45 minutes, I was like looking up everything. How do I see the walls? On this fucking, I could go up and down stories and then I can see the wall, but then you're not building parallel to where you want to build it.
Yeah.
Dude, so frustrated. I turned the game off. I didn't turn on my Xbox for like 2 years after seeing that shit. Yeah.
Oh, man. I had, let's see, when I was 5, my mom got me a Game Boy Color with Pokemon Gold. And it was like the special Pikachu and Pichu Gold edition that came out with the release of Pokemon Gold. That she won at like a raffle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I got that as a birthday present. It was awesome. And then eventually, when I was like, I think I was like 8 or 9, we found a NES at a fucking garage sale with a bunch of games. So bought that for like $10, played that. This entire time I was like trying to get an N64. Like I had bought like 4 or 5 of them and none of them ever worked. Like I would just end up taking them back to Disc Replay.
Oh shit.
Like I would buy it from Disc Replay. It wouldn't fucking work. It'd take it back.
And they'd sell you the same one.
They'd get another one and
spin around
and be like, we don't have any more. Okay, great. Well, I'll take my money back. Great. And get a couple of games and walk out. But that never worked out, right? Then when I was in like 4th or I think it was like 5th grade, 5th or 6th maybe. Maybe it was like 5th or 6th. Then my parents finally got me PS2. And then I had like a real live console, dude. And the first games I had were Speed Kings and Ratchet and Clank: The Precursor Legacy.
Ratchet and Clank was fun.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Then eventually got a 360 that I played for just like a couple of years because then it had problems. Like it was
Red Ring of Death. All
it
the
didn't
time,
get the red ring
overheating
of
all
death.
the time.
It just like
No.
it would overheat. It would fucking like just short out because my parents had bad internet and like and then eventually like I didn't have anything going on really until I got I still played the PS2 and then I eventually got this PS5. I got a Switch. Before I got the PS5. Yep. That was it, man. Nothing super exciting for me. I didn't really get all the video games. My dad was very like anti-video game growing up, sort of thing. So like,
we have tons of PS2 and Xbox 360 games. Just way too many.
Yeah,
because like I would on PS2, I'd just play Star Wars Battlefront 2 over and over again.
Oh yeah, it's the best game.
What was it? SmackDown vs. Raw, like 2008.
Hell yeah!
Like those two games over and over again. Xbox 360, it was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 or Saints Row. Yep. Like those two games, I'm just gonna be playing those over and over again.
Did you ever play Black on the PS2?
Black?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, dude, it was like a first-person shooter, and it was like so ahead of its time on gun graphics.
Oh, cool.
Like the character models were pretty mid, and the environments were like kind of mid. Yeah, we ran out of time there, but back like I was saying about Black, so environments kind of mid, character models like really shabby, but like it was the first game I remember where like dude, you could read like the number coming off the cartridge, like it was so clean when you would fire the weapons and literally be able to see the back end of the cartridge and the primer, like bam, all the guns were so intricate, and so like that was cool, but I never made it past like the third level of that game. It was hard.
Okay,
it's fucking hard. And that was definitely in the era when I was total dog shit at video games. I'm much better now. I don't know what happened, but it's just like I figured it out. But yeah. So there's that. But and we're officially over an hour, so we've like made a show.
Congrats!
That's good. Hell
Congrats, you made it this far.
Oh, if you made it this far, round of applause. This has been a lot of killing time this week. Hell yeah. But no, as always, much appreciate everybody coming. Tim, do you have anything to add to our?
No. Just don't see Jurassic World.
Don't see Jurassic World, dude. Don't
or Afterbirth.
Yeah.
Don't see those.
Eat your own Afterbirth instead, maybe. I don't know.
It'd be more entertaining.
People say that's healthy. I don't know.
Is it?
I don't know, dude. There's a lot of people do a lot of freaky weird shit, dude. Like, people like grill that shit and eat it, like or like put it in pills, like it's.
Would the RFK recommend it?
I don't know. I don't care what he says, dude, because then I was looking at the stats today, and it's like there's more measles outbreaks in the United States than there has been since the disease was eliminated. Like
it's completely natural. What do you mean? You can't have measles. Fucking guy. What a psycho.
Yeah, like that was the
what
most
a psycho,
unhinged,
man.
like hill to die on.
Yeah.
Like
the measles is normal. It's a part of life. Polio is fine. Don't worry, guys.
God, the people want something to believe in, man. We need a hero candidate. We need like a real live, like politician who's not just like a scumbag piece of shit, dude.
I don't know if we're getting one.
Oh God, and then like, and it's no good across the board, man. Because it's like I've lost a lot of trust for the Republicans because like I knew you were gonna fuck me, but like you're doing a lot of shady shit, right?
Be honest when you're fucking me, like the old Republicans.
The old Republicans were honest when they were fucking
George
me. That's
Bush
cool.
Would platform and be like, no, I'm not doing that shit. And
you
knew what you were getting.
Yeah, like and like I the transparency was cool. Like now it's dude, just out to just fuck everybody, dude. Like it's so bad.
They're fucking each other now, dude. Tucker Carlson and Marjorie Taylor Greene
doing the same shit the Democrats did to each other, eating each other alive.
Right. Well, what I want to know is that part of a grift where they're trying to?
It's always a grift now. Everything's a fucking con. Both sides are a fucking con.
Right.
It's a business selling shit. It's so fucked up.
Who's getting rich?
They are. All of them. All these fucking senators and congressmen and presidents and appointees, and they're all getting fucking rich. We're all taking vacations in the fucking Bahamas. Like,
but we can't have healthcare.
We can't have healthcare now.
Fuck
We
it.
can't have healthcare. We're
Luigi
burning
for
the goddamn
president,
fucking
Luigi for president.
Dude.
President Luigi.
Well, do you see Elon Musk announced he's forming the American Party?
He's a fucking South African national.
Right.
Why are we allowing foreign money into American politics, dude? This is a fucking APAC all over again, dude.
I think that in the long scheme of things, Elon Musk as president might not be a bad thing.
It would be a horrible fucking thing, dude.
Only for the perspective as if I think it would get us into the final frontier of war a little bit faster. Because the final battle is Africa, dude. Like that's
where it all returns to.
It's essentially because what we need is the minerals underneath that ground, right? And China has exerted massive control over the region.
Struggle.
Yeah. So like that's the final battle, guys. Maybe we get there faster having a South African in the White House. I don't know. Or his appointee. I don't fucking know. I don't know how any of that works.
I mean, Trump was
a movie
his
podcast.
Appointee.
I don't know shit about this.
Trump was his appointee from the election.
Yeah,
and then they fucking turned on each other in 3 months. 4 months?
Yeah. Break up for the news. Yeah. That's fucking ridiculous.
Now JD Vance has to have 2 Christmases.
Good for him. They're both rich. I'm sure he's a good. I'm sure they're 2 great Christmases.
We're both getting sent to Alcatraz for this.
I hear Florida's nice.
Alligator Auschwitz.
Yeah.
That's what they're calling it.
I mean, it's full of Mexicans. Dude, I bet the food in there is fucking bomb, dude.
I could go for some fried gator, man. I love fried gator.
Dude, fried gator carnitas? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, man, I made some carnitas this week with ancho and chipotle chilies. So it's not really like carnitas. It's my version of. It's a seasoned pork, but I took a rack of ribs and like cooked down a rack of ribs to pull apart, shred up, and cooked it with these chilies for several hours, some lime rinds and a bunch of onions and peppers. Oh, dude, so good. Yeah, so good.
Well, you could be the chef over at Alligator Auschwitz.
I will, bro. I can cook the jail food. I can cook the Mexican food. We can combine the two, man. It'd be great.
It's a party. It's Paddington 2 all over again.
Dude.
We're turning a prison into a camp.
To grow my beard out so I can be their teddy bear. Oh my god. Yeah, so this took a fucking left turn.
How about you? Anything you got to say? Or
dude, I don't know. Yeah, movies are bad. Death of cinema. Until next week.
Sovereign, please bring us home.
Speaking of movies, that reminds me, I'm gonna watch Sinners. I'm gonna give it my second watch tonight, and I know that it's probably gonna suck. I unfortunately, like, I the more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh, dude, like, I think this is
fast forward the first hour, man.
But see, that's the part that I like, though. When I think about this movie, about what I liked about this movie, it's like I actually kind of enjoy the first part where we're doing the world building, and then after that, when it just derails, it kind of loses me.
Wait and see how much world they're actually building and how much they're just fucking.
And that's where that's the thing. That's where I feel like I'm going to be really disappointed. Like I'm a slow burn character study drama sort of guy. My favorite movies are like that.
Ryan Coogler hasn't delivered on that since Fruitvale Station, so you're not getting that.
I don't think I'm getting that. No. And but Allison hasn't seen it, so this will be her first watch. Maybe she'll think it's the greatest movie of all time until her second watch. But that's the best thing that's come out this year, probably, at least in terms of box office result versus expectation.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you expect Lilo and Stitch and Minecraft to make $1 billion. You expect fucking Mission Impossible to make at least several $100 million.
Yeah.
Anybody expect R-rated vampire movie about black vampires in Southern Plantation era?
I think that's the only one that's going to overperform the way that no one expected.
Yeah, I think that's probably it. I think we're out of movies this year that are going to, like...
Jurassic World clearly not going to break... I mean...
It's not going to break $1 billion.
If it hits 800,000, I'd say that's...
800
million? 800 million, yeah. Yeah, that would be
like 700s.
Yeah.
You know, maybe with the merchandise and shit, of course, you're gonna get the the 800,
Little
900,
stuffed Dolores.
Yeah, but I think box office things doesn't stand a chance past $750 million.
No,
Like,
we're seeing the fallout of the SAG and WGA strike. So
yeah. Well,
great time to start a movie podcast. Huh?
Absolute best time to start a movie podcast. All this shit.
Fucking
well,
guy.
We get all the practice with all this crap, right? Once we get back into good movies, we'll actually like maybe know how to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep until then. Just wake me up when movies are good again.
Oh hell yeah! I'll poke you with a stick. Movies are back, Tim. Let's go. We have work to do.
Wake me up for like Bring Her Back, Friendship.
Yeah.
I'm
waiting for that fucker to not be $20 to rent on VOD.
Friendship?
$20.
$20?
$20 on Prime.
Shit, it was only in theaters for like 2 weeks.
$20 on Prime.
Fuck
that, dude.
Yeah.
Like Prime is exorbitant with some of these fuckers are $30. Sometimes it'll be $30
and that's
movie, and I'm
on top of playing for a Prime membership too.
Yeah.
Like that's the crazy part.
I've seen it as high as 30. Most of the time it's between 20. Most of the time it's either 20 or 25, depending on the release. And it's insane, dude. Like it's not happening.
Yeah.
Like I think Tenet was the one that was $30 when it first released.
And that's one that you like. It's better if you watch it twice.
Yeah.
Once forwards and then the second time inverted.
Yeah, right. That's a 10 or 12 times before you figure it out, sort of thing. Yeah, that's a good one. I have nothing else to add, man. I'm like,
we're stretched.
We're stretched thin on this fucker, dude. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. This has been episode 17. Enjoy the outro. We'll see you next time.